You are listening to From Ring to Veil.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Kim.
And we are your wedding planning gurus.
We take the stress out
and put the fun back into wedding planning. Austin Metro Venues, episode number 162. Today, it is rainy and cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, it was almost 80.
Good grief.
I had the air conditioner on yesterday because it was hot and humid, and it was like you were sweating in your house because it was so humid. So I had to turn the air on. Well, I left it on because I didn't really realize it was supposed to get cold overnight.
When you say cold,
it's 30.
Wow.
Or it was this morning when I woke up.
It's
crazy. Not supposed to get out of the 40s today.
Yeah,
and then
crazy.
There's like ice and snow in West Texas. So really? It started around 2 in the morning, they said. And it's like you get all 4 seasons in one day.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Anyway.
It's cold here because, well, for one, our heater's not working. And for two, it got down to like 24 last night. So
good.
Yeah. With our company, our exterior cleaning company, we can't clean gutters that are frozen. So that's, they've got a little bit of a break. The guys have. So real fun. But, it is what it is.
It's winter.
It's February still. So you guys, if you have a minute, just stop and subscribe to the show. Take a screenshot, share it with your friends, post it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Let them know that we're out here wanting to help make their wedding planning less stressful. Also, don't forget that we have a new Facebook group. Thank you to all the people that have already joined in on our conversations. You can find that at facebook.com/groups/From Ring to Veil Wedding Planning Community.
We also give tips and tricks and all kinds of things in there too. So, and plus, if you have a question you need answered, we'll gladly answer it as well as the rest of, we have vendors in there that we've interviewed before. So, they'll be a very big help as well. So,
Exactly.
We have a new sponsor
called Manly Bands. They're wedding bands for men and some for women. They even have some thinner ones to choose from if you don't want a thicker, manly type.
They have all kinds. They're inlaid with different materials and colors.
They are at an affordable price. All of them are less than $200. When you go to the website, they have the coolest thing. You can choose a ring that matches your personality. I love it. They have the adventurer, the entrepreneur, or even a creative.
They have amazing customer service and free exchanges in the U.S. and a 30-day we got you bro return policy.
Many of the bands even include a 1-year no-hassle warranty. How nice is that?
They have over 1,200 5-star reviews. So Manly Bands is the way to go.
We both got sample rings, and I wore mine, and they're super comfortable. These do have some weight to them, but they're not super heavy. They have those soft, rounded edges so they don't poke into you and cut your skin.
So go to FromRingToVeil.com/MB and use the code FRTV to get 15% off any Manly band.
That's FromRingToVeil.com/MB. We've given you venues to dream about all over the Washington area, north, west, south, east, all those. Even some in Montana. Remember when we had Kate on the show? She's very versed in our Montana venues. And we've even given you a few in Texas.
But Texas is huge, as you well know. And I live in the Austin area. So we're going to talk about Austin area venues today. These aren't just in Austin. They're in the cities surrounding Austin as well.
Very close.
Yes. They're listed in alphabetical order, so, it's not our favorites at the beginning. They're just in alphabetical order because, that's how I am sometime. I got a little bit of OCD there. We are going to start with one that I have worked at and knew the venue owners very well at one point in time. But since I moved away, and came back, we haven't really touched base again. But it's Angel Springs Event Center. And they're located in my hometown right now, Georgetown. Kind of back in the woods
Nice.
somewhere. Yeah. And my advice for this venue would be to get transportation because it is in the middle of nowhere. There's no lights. The road is kind of windy. So I would get like bulk transport, like, buses, large capacity vans, something to go back and forth to this venue.
That's good to note, especially if people are drinking.
Yes.
Just to say.
Yeah.
They have indoor and outdoor ceremony sites available, bridal and groom party dressing areas, which most places do. Sometimes they don't, though, just so you know.
Sometimes they just have bridal, so I meant to put bride and groom because some only have bridal suites. So
that's right.
The max capacity is 200, so it's kind of intimate, but not too intimate. There is an on-site coordinator.
They are open for tours if you want to drive all the way out there, which we do suggest if you are planning on considering this venue to tour the venue. Their tours are on Wednesdays from 5 to 7.
And tables and chairs are included with setup and breakdown. So you don't have to hire or have your family members set up chairs and break them down.
That's really, really nice.
Right.
So I have to tell you that the pictures, of course, have bluebonnets, and you're only going to get that at a very short amount of time, but it's gorgeous. The indoor has a huge stone wall, which I think you could really do up well for a ceremony site, even reception.
Right. And the outdoor ceremony site, they usually do chairs in like a semicircle, and so it looks really intimate most of the time. And then they have like an arbor, which you could decorate as well if you want.
And I have to say, we will have links to all these places in the show notes, which will be from ringtovail.com/162. You can find all the links there. Next on our list is Antebellum Oaks, and this is in Austin.
Yes, it's on the west side of Austin, kind of in the Lake Travis area. Just letting you know.
They have indoor and outdoor ceremony sites, which I think most places will in this area. Mm-hmm. They also have bridal and groom party dressing areas.
Their max capacity is 200, and they have an on-site coordinator. Antebellum Oaks looks like an old plantation. They have a large white building that looks like an old, it's an older home. And it's really very nice, and it's well laid out.
I like the indoor area where it's full of glass windows, of course, not tables, where you can see out to the beautiful greenery and landscape. It just looks kind of relaxing out there for some reason to me. They have big trees with lots of branches. They have lights on them. And I guess maybe that's the oaks out of all this. It just looks like a really peaceful place.
I love it out there. It's very nice. Very peaceful. Lots of shade. So if it's in the middle of summer, you'll have a little bit of shade.
Which you'll need.
Yeah.
You'll definitely need.
The next one is the AT&T Hotel and Conference Center, and this is at the University of Texas at Austin. So if you are a graduate of University of Texas, it's an awesome place to have your wedding.
Yeah.
It's right there in the center.
It sounds really weird. AT&T Hotel and Conference Center. And you think, I don't know about that. But they do have indoor and outdoor ceremony sites. They have a bridal suite. This one you can have a lot of people at. Or 600 people.
Right. It's huge. It's a huge ballroom. And plus the outdoor courtyard where you can have your ceremony is surrounded by buildings. All the brick buildings with the red tile roofs and stuff. They're all around there in the ceremony site. So it's kind of closed in, but it's large. Tables and chairs and linens and china, flatware, glassware, rental, setup, and cleanup are included in this venue.
That is nice. That checks off a lot of your things off your list right there.
Yeah. Plus on-site catering and bar service. They have their own, since it's a hotel, they have their own catering and their own bar service, and you can't bring outside vendors for catering and bar to this site.
Well, check right there.
I know.
On-site coordinator, that makes sense too, because if you're not going to have a wedding planner, having one of those, at least for the day of, that's going to be so nice. Now, the next one on our list is the Hyatt Regency Lost Pines in Bastrop. That is such a funny name to me. Bastrop or Bastrop?
It's Bastrop. It's Bastrop.
It's Bastrop.
It's not either. It's Bastrop.
Oh, that place. This is the one that we worked at, correct?
Yes.
So I do have to say that their streets are only, I think it's 12 miles per hour, and they have signs.
Was it at 13? It was an uneven
It was 12
number.
or 13 or something like that, because 15 was just too fast. It was just really funny. Anyway, that's something else. Anyway, they do have indoor and outdoor ceremony sites, bridal and groom party dressing areas, and you can even have up to 800 people there.
Right.
That's a large wedding. Extra
Well, you got to
large.
realize it's a hotel, so they have large ballrooms that you can remove walls and take down, and so to make it one big area. Plus, they have pavilions for outdoor ceremonies and things. So, I mean, it's a huge complex. You get to pick where. There's like 4 different ceremony sites you can pick from. So,
And it's really pretty outside. They have it really nicely manicured and lights lit up, and they have bar stations. I mean, you can have a really pretty outdoor wedding there.
there's an on-site coordinator. Of course, they also do in-house catering and bar service. So that means you cannot bring in your catering and bar service. And they have a complimentary wedding night accommodation. So you can stay the night there and then go on to your honeymoon if you want.
How nice is that? And, it's kind of out there. So if you are hiring outside, if you're going to try to hire outside vendors like that, it would probably cost you a lot to get them out there in travel fees, I'm thinking.
There is some vendors that are stationed out there, though. So
So that's
and they're
really
top
nice.
quality ones, too. You can check those out.
Okay.
And also you can, reserve the block of rooms so your guests can stay there, or they can do their own reservations so they can stay there as well, because it is kind of far.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
And you have to go very slow down their roads, so it takes a lot longer.
Watch for deer.
Yeah, that's true. Wild boar, whatever.
The next one is Kindred Oaks, and this is also in Georgetown.
So it's not too far outside of Austin. It's just, right a hop, skip,
North.
and a jump.
It's in the Leander, Georgetown area, because it's kind of back there.
Is it real far out there like the first one? Or
No.
no, it's closer in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they also have indoor-outdoor ceremony sites. They only have a bridal suite, but their max capacity is 250.
And they have complimentary wedding night accommodations, and tables and chairs are included in their rental price.
That's nice. Because sometimes you don't get that. You have to pay extra for the table and chairs, which
Right.
if they have them on site, that's so much better.
Mm-hmm. And they have cute little photo op areas in their venue. Like they have this big, huge love sign that you can stand in front of and take your pictures at. And It's really cute.
Well, I'm partial to lights, and they've lit some of their trees, so that's really nice. I love that. They have an arbor that you can decorate as you want. It's not like solid. It's kind of filigree, it looks like, so that you can. I can just imagine a whole lot of stuff for this, but it just looks like a really nice place out there. And they have a nice dance floor outside. Big wood. Oh, it looks nice. Okay, I'm dreaming here. All right, next one. Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center in Austin. Now, I've been here. You've probably been there too.
Yes.
And it's basically like an arboretum.
Mm-hmm. They have indoor and outdoor ceremony sites, and they have a bridal and groom party dressing area. Their max capacity is 250, depending on the site chosen. So they have intimate ceremony sites and reception sites, and then they have a larger one. They do have a gorgeous window-walled area that you can get married at. So you see all the surrounding trees and all the flowers and things. And so it's very pretty out there.
It is. And of course, who doesn't love wildflowers? Next one is the Lakeway Resort and Spa in Lakeway. Duh. They have indoor and outdoor sites, bridal and groom party dressing areas, and their max capacity is 300, depending on which site you choose.
Right, and they have great lake views.
Oh yes,
really want
definitely.
to look at the lake.
How is the lake now?
It's full almost.
Okay, so
it's not as empty as it was a while ago. So you don't see the sometimes islands anymore.
That's nice. So I've been here, you've been here, you worked out there. I took pictures out there. For the indoor stuff, lots of windows. You can see all around, all the lake views, all that. Mm-hmm. It's a very, I would say, more upscale place. Right. You could really do it good if you want tons of flowers and make it just really elegant and classy.
There's a complimentary wedding night accommodation for the bride and groom, and they have on-site catering and bar service.
So it looks like the outside ceremony site is probably on one of their larger decks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The next one is River Place Country Club. I've worked out there. It's a very nice country club. You have the golf course right there. Mm-hmm. You can even get married on the 10th tee box. And so you're overlooking the 10th tee, which is very picturesque because you have the hills in the background. So if you're really into golf, hey, get married on the course.
That would serve as their outdoor ceremony site. But they also have indoor.
Yeah, and they have a deck available too. You can get married on the deck. You don't have to get married on the golf course.
That's good. Because, if you're into golf, that might be awesome.
The bridal and groom party, they have a bridal and groom party dressing area. Their max capacity is 300. They have two different, if I can remember correctly, reception areas. One's downstairs, one's upstairs, one's larger, one's, bigger, or one's smaller, one's bigger. So you can pick one of those. And of course, since it's a country club, they have on-site catering and bar service. Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty. If you look at the photos on the website, you can just see hills forever, green and homes. It's just a really pretty place. And it's, country clubbish, so you really got that kind of country feel. Let's take a little break and talk about our second sponsor of the show.
Zola.com.
If you go to zola.com/FRTV, you can get a $50 credit towards your registry. We've talked about them before. We love them.
Zola Registry has everything that you love about your favorite department store, plus things like honeymoon funds, fitness classes, wine subscriptions, and so much more.
Right. And it's free and it's easy to use. How nice would that have been? And how fun would that have been to just be able to go to a website like Zola?
And click instead of going around with that little gun everywhere.
Yeah.
Or the person trailing behind you with a piece of paper because, back then.
Right.
It's less stressful and very much more enjoyable.
That's right. They have group gifting. It's a feature that lets multiple guests contribute to a big gift. Like you pick something big and let's say somebody can't afford the whole thing, but they can put money towards it and somebody else can put money towards it. I love that.
You can also personalize your registry with photos and notes about what you really need, what you want. And it also has a free suite of wedding planning tools, including free websites.
That is one of the number one reasons why you would want to do this is that free wedding website, because it keeps it all combined right there for you. There's your registry, there's your website. People can log on, get everything, and they can do it from their phone. They can do it from their PC. Awesome. Mm-hmm. So to sign up and to receive your $50 credit, you have to go to zola.com/FRTV.
That's Zola, ZOLA.com/FRTV. Texas Federation of Women's Club Mansion. This is literally a mansion. It's huge. It's like very antebellum, or I guess you could say Georgian architecture.
Okay.
It's columns and shutters, and the ballroom is gorgeous. You could get married in the courtyard surrounding the mansion, or the courtyard inside.
I understand what you said.
Yes. The mansion surrounding the courtyard.
There you go.
I'm sitting here. You can't see me, but I'm doing squares with my hands.
Well, that's fine. I understand what you're saying. But they also have a nice, pretty arbor there where you can put tons and tons of flowers on if you want. But like you said, it's a mansion, and it's just perfect for that kind of old Southern look.
Right. It has wood floors and chandeliers, and it's just gorgeous inside.
They do have bridal and groom dressing party areas, and their max capacity is 300. So a pretty good size. Can fit a lot of people in there, actually. Next on our list is Texas Old Town, Kyle. What is that?
It's a big event venue.
Event venue. Okay. Texas Old Town.
Yeah. It's like an old Western town. It's kind of cute and quirky.
Oh, I see. Look at that. All that wood beams, wood walls, wood floor, and then a wall of stone. A stone wall, lots of windows. So that's the stone venue. So I guess they have more than one venue?
They have 4. They have Tejas Hall, Redbud Hall, Sage Hall, and Stone Hall.
Nice.
Right. It's on 70 acres, and it's between Austin and San Marcos in a little town called Kyle, which is not so little anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, yeah. These are nice little places here. I like this. They have indoor and outdoor facilities, bridal and groom party dressing areas.
The max capacity is 300, and tables and chairs are included in your rental.
This just looks like a good place just to have a wedding, and it's like a place where you can just make it your own.
Right.
You know, it's not so one way or the other that you have to kind of stick with that theme. You can really make it your own.
Villa Antonia is next, and they are located in Jonestown, which is in between Lago Vista and Cedar Park.
Okay.
This one's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere as well, so I would advise transportation again for your guests.
Yes, it's somewhat hard to find.
If they haven't corrected it, the GPS coordinates do not go to the venue. So,
yeah, exactly.
You know, take heart of that. They have signs on the main road that goes into it, so you can follow the signs. Just don't follow your GPS.
What's really cool about this is it's, like you said, it's out on the middle of nowhere, sort of, but it also is on a hill. So you can see during the daylight, you can see there's just all this beautiful landscaping. And they have all these balconies.
It's like a Tuscan castle.
Villa. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's so pretty. You guys have to check this out. Just click on the link. You can find that at fromringtoderail.com/162. You can find links to all these, but you got to check that one out because it's really unique and pretty.
Of course, they have indoor and outdoor facilities, the bridal and groom party dressing areas. Their max capacity is 200, and they have an on-site coordinator. They have a great grand staircase in the middle that you can walk down. Mm-hmm. So it's really kind of nice. The deck's really nice, too.
It's very unique and pretty. Mm-hmm. Next on our list is Vintage Villas Hotel and Events in Austin. They have indoor and outdoor facilities. Also, they have the bridal and groom party dressing areas, max capacity of 300.
They have on-site catering and bar service, an on-site coordinator, and your linens, chairs, and tables are included in your rental price. This is a unique venue where it's a hotel. Mm-hmm. It's a boutique hotel. So there's a few rooms, so you can stay there. You can have your guests stay there. It has a nice reception area that has huge windows at the front of it. So you can look out, and they have great views.
They do. And views of the lake, too. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty good because in all these, there's not many of the lake.
Right.
Many that have views of the lake.
Right.
Looks like they got plenty of room for you in all these pictures. And there's a gazebo at the event center. There's a huge arbor. They just have a lot of options for you there.
The last one on our list, but surely not least, is the Vista on Seaward Hill.
It has indoor and outdoor facilities. It has a bridal suite, max capacity of 200.
And they have on-site catering.
It looks like an old mission. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the style of it. I don't know their backstory, but maybe it was part of one. So it means lots of stone, the white Austin stone, lots of arches.
They have a terrace for the ceremony, which is what looks like the mission area.
That's really pretty. pretty unique, like we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
The inside reception area looks really cool too. Stone walls. They say it's just 10 minutes from downtown Austin, which, wow, because is anything 10 minutes from downtown Austin anymore?
It's nice. It's really located centrally. So you have lots of choices for hotels and things like that. And also opportunities to go out at night and do things if you're going to make it like a weekend. Because, Austin's fun.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Lots and lots of stuff to do, places to eat, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's all we have for you right now with the Austin area venues, but look forward to more Texas venues in the next coming months. We are trying to get more and more of those for you. And then once we've exhausted Texas, we'll move on to another state.
So if you would like a state featured, if you are from that state and you would like more information about the venues there, we can research them. So let us know which state you want to do next.
That's right. And you can do that by emailing us at info@fromringtovail.com. Don't forget, join our Facebook group. If you're having trouble find it, just go to our Facebook page, From Ring to Veil. Right on the side, there's a groups button. Click on that, and right there in the middle, you'll see our wedding planning community group. Join us. We want you there.
Yeah. Talk to us. We love questions. We love to talk to people online anyway.
That's you.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the podcast. We are everywhere you can find podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and more.
And until next time, no stress, no worries. Keep calm and listen on.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. You can find us on Facebook, From Ring to Veil, on Twitter, @From Ring to Veil, and on our website, FromRingToVeil.com.
Music provided by bensound.com. Next on our list